ceasefire segment. 24 hours in, the best thing that we can say about the ceasefire is that it is a mess. That is the best thing. The stock market is also up. Oil is down. That is meaningful. It must be reported. But that can change on a dime. And here's why. We told you from the very beginning, we were the very first cable news show to come on and tell our viewers that all of this, the entire war, would come down to one thing. The Strait of Hormuz was not everything. It was the only thing. Take a listen. You're going to hear about this a lot in the coming days, the Strait of Hormuz. It is the tiny little sea lane between Iran and Dubai that carries 20% of the world's oil every day. In fact, we have a map of it right over here. I'm going to get to Frank to swing over. This is about 20 miles, and all of this ring is what the Iranians set up to be able to sink ships going through the Strait of Hormuz and shut down the world's economy. In the end, really, it was the only card Iran had to play. It was the only card they needed. Today, Iranian state media said that due to Israeli strikes against Lebanon, the strait isn't open. This is how the White House responded.
The president was made aware of those reports before I came to the podium. That is completely unacceptable. And again, this is a case of what they're saying publicly is different privately. We have seen an uptick of traffic in the strait today, and I will reiterate the president's expectation and demand that the Strait of Hormuz is reopened.
Now, even if it is technically open, publicly or privately, it's not without a price. The Islamic Republic is reportedly running a mafia-style protection ring for safe passage, averaging $1 or $2 million per tanker. That could net them tens of billions of dollars if they keep it up. There's hundreds of ships every day in the Strait of Hormuz. I joined Bill O'Reilly earlier today. He argued the same thing the White House is saying, that the strait is effectively open.
Iran's got its hand out. You put money in the hand or you don't put it in the hand. They don't control anything, as I said.
Okay, well, potato, tomato. If I say to you, Bill, if you want to walk past me, you have to give me $1 million, or otherwise I'm going to start firing cruise missiles at you. We don't know what the final deal is. You're a reporter, so am I. I don't trust what the White House says. I don't trust what the Iranians say. I wait to see what happens. Let's be fair and strip away all the posturing from the White House and from Tehran. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It matters what they do. The reality is Trump overpaid for a ceasefire. We ceased fire. The Americans did the right thing without a single good act or show of good faith by Iran. For the Iranians, surviving means they won. But put that aside, Trump seems to have accepted that if you believe the White House, this is the greatest deal on earth. Trump seems to have already accepted the Iranians stay in power. Trump had Iran on the run. And according to him, they begged for mercy. If you believe the Iranians, Trump just got rolled. We are 24 hours in. We just don't know. But a final deal, which will get dragged out far beyond 2 weeks, must fix a few fundamental issues. One, the strait. If the Iranians or anyone can charge protection for passage in the strait, it is a disaster. You just heard that as a red line from the White House, because if that's the case, Iran will be far better off than they were before they started the war. What else remains to be seen? What becomes of the uranium inside Iran? If Iran turns over all their uranium, Trump will have won a major victory. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, as he has done many times, is already calling his shot.
Right now it's buried and we're watching it. We know exactly what they have, and they know that. And they will either give it to us, which the president has laid out. They'll give it to us voluntarily. We'll get it. We'll take it out. Or if we have to do something else ourselves, like we did in Midnight Hammer or something like that, we reserve that opportunity. But what's clear, what the new Iranian regime knows, is they'll never have a nuclear weapon or the capability to get a path to one.
They will always want a path to one. If any amount of enriched uranium stays in Iran, it's no better than President Obama's disastrous deal with Iran, which, by the way, only netted the regime $1.7 billion. Hormuz protection racket by the IRGC would earn them many times that over. Trump's problem is that he needs a deal. Iran knows this. Bill O'Reilly and I went at it earlier over this point. Here's how I broke it down for him.
Why would the Iranians even bother to negotiate if they weren't getting pummeled. They wouldn't.
Well, two ways to look at that, right? I just got recently married, so go with me for a second here. If the Iranians view Trump as needing a deal, as you said on my show, you said I don't want to use the word desperately, but he needs a deal. If I show up at a Persian rug store, and the guy selling me the rug knows that my wife told me, you better buy a rug or you're not coming home tonight, I'm not going to get a good deal on the rug. And therein lies the problem for President Trump.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.